Chapter 6, Shadows of the Past. The next morning, Hiro woke to the sound of birdsong. The soft golden light of dawn filtered through the trees, casting long shadows across the forest floor. For a moment, Hiro forgot where he was. But then he saw Ryu sitting nearby, gazing at the horizon, and the events of the previous days came rushing back. "Good morning," Hiro said, sitting up and stretching. Ryu turned to him, a faint smile on his face. "Morning. Did you sleep well?" "Better than I have in a long time," Hiro admitted. "I guess the forest has a calming effect." Ryu chuckled. "Or maybe it's the company." Hiro felt a blush rise to his cheeks but didn't respond. Instead, he stood and brushed the dirt off his clothes. "So, what's the plan for today?" Ryu's smile faded, and his expression grew serious. "Today, I'm taking you to meet my family." Hiro froze. "Your family? Are you sure that's a good idea?" "No," Ryu said honestly. "But it's necessary. If you're going to stay here, they need to know." Hiro swallowed hard, feeling a knot form in his stomach. "What if they don't accept me?" Ryu stood and placed a reassuring hand on Hiro's shoulder. "Then we'll deal with it together. But I need you to trust me." "I do," Hiro said, his voice steady despite his nerves. They set off through the forest, Ryu leading the way. The path grew steeper as they climbed a gentle hill, and the trees became thicker, their trunks twisting in strange, ancient patterns. Hiro noticed the air felt heavier here, as if the forest itself was watching them. "Your family lives here?" Hiro asked, breaking the tense silence. "Yes," Ryu said. "This part of the forest is sacred to fox spirits. It's hidden from human eyes." Hiro nodded, though he felt a shiver run down his spine. He couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. As they crested the hill, Hiro saw a small village nestled in a clearing. The houses were made of wood and stone, their roofs covered in moss. It looked like something out of a storybook. "This is where I grew up," Ryu said, his voice quieter now. "It's beautiful," Hiro said, unable to hide his awe. They entered the village, and Hiro immediately felt the weight of many eyes on him. Fox spirits, in their human forms, emerged from the houses, their golden eyes fixed on Hiro with suspicion. "Ryu," a sharp voice called out. Hiro turned to see a man approaching them. His white hair and piercing gaze were so similar to Ryu's that Hiro immediately knew who he was. "Father," Ryu said, his tone guarded. Riku, Ryu's father, stopped a few steps away, his eyes narrowing as he looked Hiro up and down. "You brought a human here?" "I did," Ryu said firmly. "This is Hiro. He's my guest." "A human is not a guest in our village," Riku said coldly. "He doesn't belong here." Hiro opened his mouth to protest, but Ryu stepped forward, cutting him off. "Hiro is different. He understands our world in a way most humans don't." "That doesn't mean he can be trusted," Riku said, his gaze hard. Before Ryu could respond, a new voice interrupted. "Riku." Hiro turned to see a woman stepping out of one of the houses. Her hair was long and white, and her golden eyes held a mix of curiosity and warmth. "Mother," Ryu said, relaxing slightly. Bora, Ryu's mother, approached them, her gaze softening as it fell on Hiro. "You must be Hiro," she said, her tone kinder than Riku's. "Yes," Hiro said, bowing slightly out of respect. "It's an honor to meet you." Bora smiled faintly. "You're polite, at least. That's a good start." She turned to Riku. "You should listen to our son before passing judgment." Riku frowned but didn't argue. "Come," Bora said, gesturing toward their house. "We'll talk inside." Hiro followed Ryu and his parents into their home, feeling the weight of the village's stairs on his back. Inside, the house was simple but cozy, with wooden furniture and soft rugs. Bora poured tea for everyone as they sat around a low table. "Why is this human here?" Riku asked, his tone less sharp but still wary. "Because he's important to me," Ryu said without hesitation. Hiro felt his heart skip a beat at Ryu's words. Riku's eyes narrowed. "Important how?" Ryu hesitated, glancing at Hiro. "It's hard to explain, but he's connected to me. To this place. The forest chose him." "The forest?" Bora asked, her eyes widening slightly. "Yes," Ryu said. "And I believe it's for a reason." Riku looked at Hiro, his expression unreadable. If the forest chose him, then perhaps there's more to this human than I thought. But that doesn't mean I trust him. I don't expect you to trust me right away, Hiro said, speaking up for the first time. But I'm here to learn, to understand your world, and to prove that I'm not like the humans you fear. Riku studied Hiro for a long moment before finally nodding. We'll see. Bora smiled gently. That's more than I expected. For now, let's eat. You've had a long journey. As they shared a meal, Hiro felt the tension in the room ease slightly. It wasn't acceptance, not yet, but it was a start.